Morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world when you're watching this video. I am Dr. Petrice McKey-Reese. I am the founder of Mama T's Vision. My business is about helping single mothers to start their own business, becoming entrepreneurs. My lesson today is on starting your own business. Starting your own business is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. It's not just about income, it's about independence, impact, and creating something that will outlive you. Yes, outlive you. This is about generational wealth. Those things we want to do to leave for our family. It's not about leaving money in the bank because that's going to be gone very soon. We want to leave generational wealth, something that will live on long past us, and our memories will be here with the generational wealth. Start with your why. Every great business begins with purpose. Your why is the heartbeat of your business. That's what drives you to want to start a business. That's what gives you that fire to get up in the morning and say, let's go, let's get this business going. That is your why. Identify the problem you solve. People buy solutions, not products. You got to know what it is that makes your business stand out from everyone else's business. What it is that you do that you can provide to the consumer that's so different from everyone else that makes them want to buy your business. If you're going to be a coach, what kind of life coach are you? What kind of business coach are you? What are you going to do that stands out from the next coach? You want to know what problem you have and how you're going to solve it to stand out from the next business. And then you're going to know your audience. Define who your business helps and what they value. Just like I just talked about. You got to know what products you're giving them and what the value is. What value do you bring to the audience? So you want to know if you're in a low income area, what it is that they really need in there. You don't want to go there and they can't afford what you're offering and they don't need what you're offering. So you want to make sure you know your audience and that product that you have is what they actually need and that they value that product. Start simple. One ideal, one offer. Start with one clear offer. You don't need perfection. You just need momentum. Build a strong brand. You have to have the right systems in place in order to build a strong brand. You can't build a house will never stand without a strong foundation. And that's the same with your business. Your business will not stand without a strong foundation. Your brand is your reputation. That's your name. You want to make sure it's strong and what you're selling or what your services you're providing is quality. All you have is your reputation. And if your reputation gets tarnished, no one will come to you. It's hard to recover from a tarnished reputation. So it is hard for your brand to recover if it gets tarnished. You got to make sure that you start off with a very strong foundation. And that comes with the next step, which is creating your business plan. You need clarity, what you sell, who you sell it to, how you reach them, and how you make money. You got to have a good, solid business plan. And that's part of having that solid foundation. You got to know what direction you want to go in. Again, you got to have clarity. You must have that in order to start your business. You got to know exactly what you're selling, who you're selling it to, and how you reach your audience. Are you going to use social media to reach them? Are you going to go door to door? Are you going to set up pop-up shops? Exactly how are you going to reach your target audience? And once you reach them, how are you going to sell them your product? Do you know exactly the method that you're going to use to sell them? And then building visibility and marketing. Again, social media is an awesome tool to use to do visibility in social media, networking, and then, well, your personal story. You know, my personal story is I want to help single mothers because I was a teenage mom. People thought I was going to be a statistic, but because of a praying mother and God's grace, I was not. I broke barriers in the military. I served 31 years in the military. God used me to break barriers for African American women in my MOS, and He has blessed me after the military. I have a personal story that I can relate to as to why I want to help women, especially single mothers, start their own business. After 31 years in the military, I didn't want to work for anyone. So that's why I started my own business. And I want to help other single mothers because I can relate. I know the challenges that they go through in raising children and working. You have the flexibility when you start your own business and setting your hours and still being able to do those things that you need to do for your children and your family. And then you leave a legacy for them as well. Handle your finances wisely. That is so very important. Separate finances, know your costs, and price with confidence. Know your worth. That's exactly what price with confidence is. But you must make sure that your marketing and your visibility looks like what your pricing is. You can't have a website that don't look like you're worth $500. You can't build a website yourself and don't have the right marketing and visibility, and you're trying to charge $500 for your services or your products. You have to ensure that everything lines up, that your social media content and everything lines up so that your marketing and your visibility looks like what you're trying to charge, so that you're actually, everything is lined up and you're showing your worth. So when people go to research you, you look like what you're asking for, so that they have no problem saying, oh yes, I will definitely pay her this, because I can research her and I can see and I can Google her and everything is lining up. Embrace challenges and stay resilient. You know, obstacles are always going to come in the way when you're building your business, always. But the key is staying resilient. You know, I call it faith of a mustard seed. I know you're asking me why faith of a mustard seed, because a mustard seed is a tiny little seed, but it grows into a very strong tree. And a lot of things we do, we have to step out on faith, but we know God has our back. So as long as we stay resilient through the tough times and never give up, every obstacle that comes in our way is going to be a learning tool. It's going to be a challenge, but we're going to overcome that challenge and overcome that obstacle, and we're going to keep pushing. And then that'll be another story we have to tell as to how we overcame that obstacle and look at where we are now. That faith over fear, that purpose-driven faith, because you're on a mission. So you're never going to let an obstacle, which is fear, get in your way. You're going to keep that faith over fear and that purpose-driven mission to continually to push you forward to your goal. Keep growing, learning, and evolving. As you grow, you're going to learn and you're going to evolve. You're going to invest in learning. You're going to in mentorship and new knowledge. How do you do that? You say, I'm glad you're asked. You're going to take classes. You're going to make sure that you get someone to mentor you, whether it's getting in a coaching program, which I also offer life coaching, as well as business coaching. You're going to get in that. You're going to get you a mentor to help you along the way. Someone that's going to open doors for you, not gatekeep. You want someone that's going to help you make sure you get in the right rooms so that you can gain knowledge, and they're going to share knowledge with you, and they're going to put you in positions to help your business grow, not just grow their business and not ensure your business is growing at the same time. They should be offering you opportunities to help you gain knowledge and grow your business. You know, you don't want to get with anyone that's going to gatekeep from you. You want to make sure that they mentor you as well as give you opportunities to gain more knowledge and get the things that you need to get, as well as the knowledge base you should be gaining and growing and learning at the same time. You know, starting a business is not a overnight decision. Starting a business is a life decision, but one that you shouldn't wait on. What are you waiting for? There's no need to wait. What you need to do is get started now. You've already had that fire in you. You know that's what you want to do. There's no need to wait for tomorrow. Why are you putting off for tomorrow what you can do today? Get started. I have the tools that can assist you in getting started on your journey. So no need to wait any longer. Let's get started now. Again, my name is Dr. Petrice McKey-Reese. You can find me on all social media platforms under Dr. Petrice McKey-Reese. My website is mamatsvision.org. Look me up and let me help you start your own business and become your own boss and leave a legacy for your family. Yes, I like to help single mothers, but that's not my only clientele. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you hear this and you want to start your own business, look me up as well, and I will be glad to have a conversation with you. I hope you have a good day. Bye.